But I thought since I'm here and I've got my camera out, might as well video myself putting this thing back together and changing the fuel filter and the old glow plug. This is the old glow plug here. Again, I don't know whether that's in bad condition or not. It doesn't look too bad to me, but we'll change it anyway. So I'll do a bit of... It's a new fuel filter. So obviously most people are going to be replacing this, obviously with it all together. And I'll show you. If it all was together and the cover was on, then you'd be changing it through this hole here. But I've taken it apart, so I might as well just put the diesel filter in while it's off. So let's see how easy this is then. Some people find this difficult to do. I suppose it is a lot more difficult to do when it's when it's all together. But I mean, oh look, it's a nice little tool here. Great. Right, so I just found this lying around. This is a screwdriver bit holder, and I just put it in. Give it a bit of a tap down. That's actually the perfect size. That's a bit of luck. Bit of luck for the day. So that's me. That's now I've inserted the new mesh, the new diesel filter. I'm just going to put this back together, probably on a time lapse. First things first. Maybe not in a time lapse. Maybe people actually want to see these things. I like to see videos like this myself, but I know that the attention span these days isn't very great. Right, new gasket in. Just going to blow that out. We're in. Now, let's have a look here. We've got four of these smaller bolts here. And they will go into, I mean, to be honest, if you've taken the diesel heater apart, this is sort of a superfluous part of the video, isn't it? Because you obviously know how to do this. But there we are. I actually lost the spring washer. Of course I lost the spring washer. So I've just replaced that with a normal M4. So I've put the M4 washer on the bottom and then the spring washer on the top, which I hope is going to be fine. I don't know why there's a double spring washer system on this. Get an Allen key. Maybe I'll invest in one of those. Okay. Next thing. Now, do I change this gasket? No, I don't want to change that gasket. The one that's on here. It looks like I don't know, you should really, shouldn't you, once you take something off, you should really do it, but I don't want to. I just don't want to. So, and it looks like it's in good condition. Well, that's all back together. It's funny, most videos will show you taking these things apart, won't they? But I've showed you putting it back together. I was pushing the boundaries. Right, next thing. Let's get this thing back on. Let's get the covers back on. I think we can then. No. Let's put the electrical unit back on first. Yeah. Then the cover can go back on. I think. I don't remember. Right. I think these are fairly straightforward because they can only go in certain positions. So there is a pin there. There's 3 pins. No, there's 4 pins, 3 pins, and 2 pins. So that's good. I like that. You can't really go wrong. Bolt there. It's a small bolt. Takes this. Put this back on. Yeah, that's great. It just sits on there nicely. So I think I'll connect them up actually before I. So that looks to me like the fan power, and that goes into the 3. Nice, that's in. What else have we got here? We've got the. I don't know what that is. It's the one with 2 pins anyway. I wonder what that is. Oh, glow plug. No, it's not. Don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm not here to try and figure out exactly how this thing works. Just want to get it working. Nice, that snaps in place easily. This is the part where I try and figure out where I put the bolt. There we go, found it. Everything up until now has been M4. I think this is an M3 bolt. Ooh. Okay, it was probably a lot easier to do it the way I did it and put all the connections on. Connector there beforehand, before putting the electrical unit back on. What is next? What should we do next? I don't know. Let me see. I think I'll put the top cover on, or top or bottom. Put the red cover on, which is actually bottom, I believe. Let me get some wood. So I can put this up. Put some wood there and there. It means I can work on this a bit easier. Got the exhaust pipe sticking out. What have I done here? Oh, look! I put the cable through the hole. I want to do that, do I? Just put in the rubber grommet. I don't know what it would be called. Alright, next thing then. You can see where I've been working on, you can see where the fuel filter is. So I suppose the next thing to do is to replace the glow plug. Brand new glow plug. Let's take the cover off. I'll show you the difference if I can get them into focus. Okay. Oh God. Old one, new one. There's not much difference, to be honest. Right. So I think it just simply threads in. and you can use the wires to sort of turn it in. Try and get into that a bit better. Turn it in, and eventually it's going to stop, obviously. Oh, we haven't got it yet. So just tweak it up. Now we take this tool. This tool is conveniently given to us in the kit because it's got a little cutout in it. So you can just slide it over the wires and then onto the glow plug. That's nice. We've got that. Now I think when I took this out, just going to use an Allen key as a bar. When I took this out, it really was not tight. It was just tweaked up. So there we go. Just tweak it up. Don't need to go mental on that. Slide the cover on. These videos are always really annoying to watch, aren't they? Because you think to yourself, oh, I could definitely do that better, more smoothly. But when you actually try and go and do it, it really isn't, it's not pretty. Slide the connector on. Get that down there. Connector on. So, I believe that I've serviced my diesel heater. I really hope it works. Put that on there. Hang on a second, this is moving around. Let me put the plate back on. Yes, the plate. The plate. There we go. That's on. It can only go on one way because we've got the hole for the diesel intake pipe there. So it can only go on one way, I think. Can it go on another way? No, you can't. It can only go on one. I love it when stuff can only go on one way. Sort of just leaves the guesswork out of everything. Now I use these funny little bolts arrangements they've given us here. Just slides in and bolts in. Alright, plate's back on. Now, obviously this is steel going into aluminium, so be careful. Don't over tighten these. Don't wrench them. It's classic to strip out threads doing this. Well, with other things anyway, what I've seen in my experience through life. Right, there we are. Plate's on. Wrestle this cover back on. Sometime later, oh my word, do you know what, the hardest part of this whole thing was getting this cover back on, and it's not even on. I've literally been wrestling with this for the last like 10 minutes. You seem to be able to get it on one side, and then you go to the other side and it's not on. So just screwed it on. I've screwed this on here to keep it together. The cover's not on properly, but you know what? I can't mess around with this anymore. It's on enough. Right, I'm going to go and put this back on the car, back in the van, and see if it's worked.